Islam and democracy, a new perspective, and you can start.
Democracy, as you can tell from the map, is a rare commodity in much of the Muslim world. While the reasons are complex, one way to understand this is how people themselves are divided in those who want democracy and those who want some form of religious government based on Sharia, the Islamic law. So, as long as people are divided, it's easier for the ruling elite to continue their power. But people can unite, and this can happen if they drop their demand for Sharia and instead become democrats. Now, this might sound too optimistic, but let me tell you, this is exactly what happened in two Muslim societies that have recently become democracies, Indonesia and Tunisia. So, to understand why religious people would leave Sharia and move to democracy, I analyzed the impact of religious education on political attitudes in Indonesia and Pakistan. What I find is that more education in religion leads to moderation in political views. In Indonesia, for instance, there are more than 50 public universities dedicated exclusively to study religion. And combined average enrollment in these institutions is more than 100,000. Now contrast this with Pakistan, which has so far able to develop only a single university dedicated to study religion. What is more interesting beside these figures is the institutions in Indonesia have an influence of Western critical philosophy, and this might be surprising to many that the majority of Indonesian religious scholars, intellectuals and academicians have their higher degrees in religion from Western academic institutions, and this is something unprecedented in the Muslim world. So, based on my findings, I propose that instead of supporting a tyrant ruler or expecting liberal Muslims to single-handedly steer democracy in the Muslim world, the West should invest and collaborate in religious education, because this is the medium through which the Islamists of today can become the democrats of tomorrow. Thank you.